Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
There's always that cringe when you see those cones and you have to slow way down and sometimes stop for up to 10-15 minutes.
Summer is officially here, but our road construction season has been upon us for weeks. Valley News Team's Ryan Laughlin checks in with you to see how the commuters of the FM area are ranking road construction thus far.
School may be out, but today we're getting grades back.
Right, what you think right there.
Commuters are weighing in on how they think this season's road construction is going.
It's a lot worse here.
Careful thought.
B-. Why did we switch to B-?
I just don't feel like it's a plus. It's hard to drive through.
While many focus on the delays,
it's not going very well for me. It's slow. It's a pain in the butt to drive through.
I'm late for work, sometimes dropping my sister off, dropping off my little brother at school.
Others felt construction crews were making the grade.
A- because there's safety concerns and they're very conservative and they're on time.
Despite congestion, favorable weather has allowed crews to make good time. And drivers have noticed.
Even at a good pace, everything seems to be getting done that needs to get done.
Yeah, they're actually moving pretty fast, but I'm not moving pretty fast.
Pretty good grades across the board so far here about how road construction is going in the FM area, but we wanted to see how city officials would grade themselves.
I think it's A work, yeah.
Tom Nakamoose, a Fargo engineer overseeing some of the big road construction projects, says so far this construction season has rolled by smoothly.
The contractors that are out there do a great job. We as a city try to be very mindful to make sure that we're communicating with the public appropriately.
Overall,
it's a beautiful city. You guys really have a nice area here.
It's still early, but this season many drivers think construction crews are making marks so far. From Fargo, Ryan Laughlin, Valley News Live.
The big 32nd Avenue reconstruction project is on time. Officials say just this week they started on 19th Avenue North, west of the interstate, and also this week they started on 4th Street, just south of Main Avenue. And you're getting a live look right now at Stanford's celebration concert for the grand opening of its new medical center in Fargo. But there's a possibility that severe weather could affect the event. Hutch, what's the latest on all that?
Well, a line of thunderstorms is developing here in southeast North Dakota and in the northern Red River Valley at this time. Large hail, some gusty winds a possibility, and the radar does show that the activity has a little split. Northern Cass County has a cell, and then as we dip down to the south, we see some cells in southeast North Dakota. These are all moving east at about 25 to 35 miles per hour. Serious heat to the south, 85 to 90 there. Temperatures still struggling to get into the mid-60s up north. Here's a look at the radar. Thunder and lightning, northern Cass, that cell's moving east, and it will basically pass at best through the North Fargo reaches, but Lisbon area seeing a pretty stout thunderstorm with the potential for some hail already. Our storm chaser, Eric Whitehill, is out and about keeping his eyes on the skies. Large hail, gusty straight line winds, the main threat. If we have his feed, he is out there on this storm near Lisbon, heading toward the I-29 corridor as we speak. Now, a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning, and some smallish hail from these cells as they move off to the east at 35. Will be near Leonard at 516, Kindred by 537. Now, with those threats, we cannot rule out the chance for an isolated tornado tonight. There is some spin in our atmosphere. And the three-dimensional look at this storm not far from Lisbon showing it's climbing from 30,000 feet now through 40,000 on its way to 50,000 feet high with that hail potential. It'll be approaching the Red River Valley in an hour, a few cells up in the northern valley as well. Your forecast for tonight shows the thunderstorm chances in Fargo for those attending anything outdoors, whether it's the Sanford concert or anything else. Should be done before we get to the 7 o'clock hour, and then it does quiet down. Right now it looks good because the storms have split around Fargo. We'll keep our eyes on the skies for you and bring you frequent updates through the show.
All right, thanks, Hutch, so much. A man has been convicted of sexually assaulting a Mapleton convenience store clerk. Today, a judge found Abdulrahman Ali guilty in a case from December 2015. According to court documents, Ali entered Gordy's Travel Plaza in Mapleton, pulled a female store clerk into the women's bathroom, forced the woman to take off her clothes, and tried to have sex with her. There was a bench trial in June. Ali was convicted of gross sexual imposition, kidnapping, aggravated assault, and 2 counts of terrorizing. A sentencing date hasn't been set yet. The maximum penalty on the sexual imposition charge charge is life in prison without parole. The West Fargo Police Department is asking for your help in finding a 12-year-old runaway. Meadow McDeed left her home the night of June 18th, and her parents have not heard from her since. McDeed was also reported missing and found safe back in March. If anyone has any information, you're asked to call law enforcement. 2 men have been arrested after a drug raid in Wahpeton. The Richland County Sheriff's Office says officers busted Rogelio Roy Martinez on Tuesday after getting a search warrant. They found 11 grams of meth, scales, and packaging material, among other things. The meth had a street value of about $2,000. Officers arrested both Martinez and Jared Hansey. Both are facing charges of possessing drugs with intent to distribute and possessing drug paraphernalia. Hansey also has warrants in Cass County. 2 teams made the bust, the Southern Valley Response Team and SEMCA, Southeast Multi-County Agency Drug Task Force. The Ramsey County Medical Examiner's Office has confirmed that the body found last week was the man authorities were searching for in the Red River for more than a week. Officials say the body of David Takane was found on June 15th. Takane was first seen entering the river on June 5th. Witnesses said they were unsure if he was able to swim to shore, triggering the search from the Red River Valley Dive and Rescue Team. Authorities say no foul play is suspected in his death. We now know the name of the man who allegedly threatened someone with a knife in South Moorhead. 27-year-old James Butler was arrested for second-degree assault. Police say the incident happened around 7 last night at an apartment complex near the Safari Theater. Police say they're continuing their investigation while they speak with more people who encounter that interaction. Jeh Johnson, the former Secretary of Homeland Security, testified before the House Intelligence Committee this morning as part of its ongoing investigation into Russia's interference in the 2016 presidential election. Johnson said his concern about a cyber attack against the election process and a hack into the Democratic National Committee was on his front burner during the summer of 2016. He faced tough questions from lawmakers about why the administration delayed their decision to inform the public about Russia's hacks.
In 2016, the Russian government, at the direction of Vladimir Putin himself, orchestrated cyber attacks on our nation for the purpose of influencing our election. That is a fact, plain and simple.
A current Homeland Security official also testified today that Russian government-linked hackers potentially targeted election systems in as many as 21 states last year, but none of those involved vote counting. A police officer is in stable condition, and 1 man is in custody after an airport stabbing in Flint, Michigan today. A massive investigation is now underway by several law enforcement agencies across the state, headed up by the FBI. The officer involved, Lieutenant Jeff Neville, was stabbed in the neck with a large knife. A Canadian man is now being questioned after being taken into custody after the incident. The FBI says this is an isolated incident, but they are trying to determine if comments the attacker made before and during the stabbing indicate terrorism. We're learning more today about the man who shot and wounded 4 people last week, including Congressman Steve Scalise at a Virginia baseball field. Today, FBI investigators revealed more details about 66-year-old James Hodgkinson of Belleville, Illinois. Authorities say Hodgkinson acted alone and had no link to terrorism. They also say he was arrested in 2006 for domestic violence and had anger management issues. Officials also found a piece of paper on Hodgkinson with the names of 6 congressmen, but they didn't reveal their names. As for Congressman Scalise, he remains hospitalized and has been upgraded to fair condition. Remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day. Today was officially Christmas gift day, and that means for the 28th year in a row, eating burgers, chips, and ice cream in downtown Fargo was an easy way for locals to help others. The goal of this fundraiser is to make holiday dreams come true. Starting today, the Christmas gift is working to fill up their account by Christmas to help as many families as possible. The Fargo firefighters, along with Mayor Tim Mahoney, were there to flip burgers and chat with those willing to make a donation. Last year, the Christmas gift granted nearly 100 Christmas presents and donated over $60,000 to families in need. You might make your neighbors jealous this summer if you've got lush green grass. NDSU horticulture experts say fertilizers on grass should be used around summer holidays like Memorial Day, the 4th of July, and Labor Day. Agents also say to be careful with herbicide as it can damage trees in your yard. Spray drift can get on leaves and cup or stretch them, and applying it multiple times can also be harmful.
The dicamba can build up in the soil. You know, it'll rain and be taken down to the root system of the tree, and it will take it up and be absorbed by the tree. So we see a lot of beautiful mature trees that die because of lawn herbicides.
The NDSU Horticulture Department now has an Ask the Experts button on their website where you can submit questions and photos. For that, we have a link at valleynewslive.com. Just click on our hot button.